there's YouTube. Cool. Hello, hello, everybody.
Hello, hello!
And welcome back to more Phoenix Wright.
I have a cat who's decided to grace me with headbutts today.
Yeah. And yeah, last we left off, we just kind of investigated the crime scene. Got a basic understanding of what's going on. Not really. Or at least the people involved. Yeah. Now to go see the High Prosecutor. I wonder who it could be.
Who could it possibly be? February 22nd. Office, room 12.
This is the kind of room that just screams, I can do the job. Quite a change from your office, really.
Thanks.
Look! There's a trophy or something here.
What? That shield?
There you go. Welcome. Ego says heyo.
Hello! I have a cat in my lap. She was giving me headbutt.
It takes real nerve to display stuff like this. Whoever's office this is, they must be a real stuck-up jerk. Phoenix Wright. You never tire of prying into other people's business, do you?
Voice. Long time no see, Dorothy.
Huh? Ah! Mr. Edgeworth?
You know him from somewhere?
Of course! I'm his biggest fan! My sister introduced us once, and...
Her sister's the chief prosecutor.
Well, what brings you here? I'll warn you, I've been known to be a real stuck-up jerk. Ego says I love...
you kinda...
Go ahead.
Kinda hit him at a low point with that comment.
Yeah. Ego says, I love how they show the differences between Phoenix and Edgeworth. It makes the ship cuter. Yeah.
So cute.
No! No! It was just Mr. Wright here. He...
Hey! Don't blame me!
We're just here to investigate a murder case. Murder? A body was found in this nasty bright red sports car in the parking lot.
Just keep digging her grave!
Yep. That would be my car. What of it? Yeah.
I think that's the first time we've get that sprite too, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
He's enjoying this.
Ego said him trying to smile. Baby steps. What? Your car?
We'll say one thing. She certainly can scream.
Oh, Ego also added on. Or somewhat smug. I think that's actually him, like, trying to smile. Because, like, I feel like in that moment he's both ashamed, but is, like, trying to kind of, like, play it off a little bit.
Being a little teasing.
Yeah. Because, like, it's embarrassing that a murder was found in your car. Like, that's... Oh my god.
Embarrassing. I don't know if embarrassing is the word I would use for that.
Well, but, like, knowing that... Because he's already probably been cleared, otherwise he'd be arrested right now. So it's like...
Yeah, that's fair.
I would... Maybe not embarrassing, there's probably a better word for it, but it's in that same vein, I feel like.
Horrified. I would say, like, more horrified or... horrifying. Well, it's definitely an inconvenience, but that feels too weak of a word.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It feels more awkward. Yeah, horrifying, yes, because a murder took place. But definitely awkward. At this point, I feel like.
Fair.
I don't know. Anyways.
So, the body was found in your car?
Go ahead, say it right. You think I did it, don't you? After you went through all that trouble to help me last year, no less. You good?
Look at that! Oh, yeah, I just dropped something.
Okay.
Get this print again! Oh, poor Bean! Oh, poor Bean!
Yeah. No, we don't think you did it! I mean, it was my sister who stabbed him! Wait, no, she didn't do that! I mean... Wait. So you're the chief prosecutor's little sister, then? Yes, sir! I'm a Sky! It's nice to meet you again!
No, that didn't sound forced at all.
Now I remember. You've really grown. I'll admit, it was a surprise for me, too. To think that my own car would become the scene of a murder.
Nothing is sacred for you,
No.
unfortunately.
No. More surprising still, I'm being forced to prove my superior's guilt.
I can understand. Wait. Okay, hold on. I can understand. Wait! What did you just say?
You just said, oh yeah, I still have more Seto and Ringu content to share with y'all. I will get typing. Yee!
Yay!
Lena Sky is the chief prosecutor. The top prosecutor in the district. She can't prosecute herself, so I'll be the prosecutor at the trial tomorrow. You? Mr. Edgeworth! To be honest... Ego said, Edgeworth's horrible, no good, very bad day. For real, for real.
The sequel!
Yeah. Part 2, Electric Boogaloo. It's a bit of a miracle I'm still here at all.
What do you mean?
Rumors. You've heard the rumors about me, haven't you?
It's hard to remember a time when there weren't rumors about this guy. Forging evidence, false testimony, illegal searches.
I'm sorry. This might hinder somebody's perspective of things. Does he look like Matt Smith here? Like I feel like it's largely like the jawline and the hairline.
No, I see it!
But like
I see it!
and like I mean that.
Holy shit!
Oh.
Actually though, that would actually be really fucking fun.
Yeah. Ego said Matt Smith ? Matt Smith, the Doctor, the 11th Doctor, after David Tennant.
Yes.
From Doctor Who. Ego said, oh, I looked it up. Yeah.
He also recently played one of the characters from House of Dragon.
Okay. Like, I haven't watched any Doctor Who recently, just all of a sudden Matt Smith jumped out at me from Edgeworth here. I'm just like, huh.
No, I see it, because like, especially some of... He's got like that little hair, like, very...
Yeah.
It's not quite bangs, but it's in the same realm of hairstyle
Yeah.
as Edgeworth got. He's just got it on the one side as opposed to both sides of the Edgeworth.
Yeah.
So it's like Matt Smith. Yeah, Matt Smith is like swooping down on the right side. Whereas Edgeworth's got it swooping down both sides. And then yeah, the same like square-ish face.
Yeah.
More narrow eyes.
At least from this perspective, yeah.
Yeah. No, it checks. It checks out. It checks out. Unfortunately, he's a little old to be playing
Edgeworth.
These days. But
Yeah.
nothing a little makeup couldn't fix, I'm sure.
Because like from here, I don't see it as much, but that one sprite nails it.
The hair really helps.
Yeah. Thanks to you, my innocence was established in the trial at the end of the last year. however, there are some who say I'm the one responsible for the current incident.
What? That's crazy!
Some people need very little excuse to think ill of others. It's a fact of life, impossible to stop. But some of them even go so far as to present me with toys like this. They think it's funny.
That bronze shield? Got it. So that one.
Chief Prosecutor Sky. Yes. We first worked together on a case 2 years ago. It was my first big case. That's right. I remember.
2 years. I wasn't even a lawyer.
Since then, I always felt that she was looking out for me. It appears I was mistaken. Mistaken? Why? Ego said I'm gonna type half of this next part, and when it gets to the dialogue, I'll send you a screenshot and dang, and ranting because dialogue is a bitch to send in chat, if that's alright. Yeah, that's fine. Let me
Sounds
switch.
good to me.
Let me switch over to that group in Discord then real quick. Cool. I mean, I know she's not the warmest person, but I'm sure she felt some responsibility for you. Then, why? Why did she stab someone in the trunk of my car? Not only that, she stabbed him with my knife.
Yeah,
What?
It doesn't really look all that good.
Yeah. Mr. Edgeworth, your knife was the murder weapon? To be specific, it was the knife I keep in the toolbox in the trunk of my car. Edgeworth knife. The murder weapon, usually in Edgeworth's toolbox. Traces of victim's blood, no prints. Added to the court record.
Edgeworth?
What?
Are you sure you didn't do it? Phoenix!
You deserve every ounce of this stare, Phoenix. Phoenix!
You fought tooth and nail to get this guy acquitted of a murder.
Are you sure you didn't do it? Come on now.
Come on, can you take a joke?
No one's laughing, it's not a joke.
Phoenix.
You have a strange sense of humor, Mr. Wright.
Do we have to present him with something?
I don't know, I'm just gonna look around his office for a bit. Hey, a chessboard!
I'm not too up on my chess, but looks like Blue's in a bit of a tight spot.
The red knights have surrounded the blue pawn.
Huh?
Those horses are mounted knights. Their swords have really sharp edges. And check out that poor pawn. His head is kind of spiky. Kind of reminds me of you. Mr. Edgeworth must be an avid chess player. What's wrong, Mr. Wright?
Just surrounding the pawn with spiky hair. Nah! It's...
Whoa! These are all case files? They're stacked up to the ceiling. There's even a ladder.
odd. I thought Edgeworth wasn't good with this.
You must have someone get them for him. Yep. Yep.
Strange. Why did I picture Detective Gumshoe?
Because you have good intuition. You must study these case reports so closely. He's so cool.
You wouldn't say that if you saw him sweating bullets up on that ladder. Isn't he standing right there,
Yes.
guys?
Yes. In fact, he's probably very closely watching us examine everything in his office.
Probably doing that one thing where he has his arms crossed and he's doing the finger tapping.
Yeah.
Like blush of embarrassment. Like,
Yeah.
God damn you. God fucking damn you, Phoenix.
Okay. cute! What a pretty tea set!
I go more for the instant tea bag myself.
Amazing! The drawer below is filled with packets of tea leaves. They're all sorted by place of origin and flavor. Look at this royal blend! What an exquisitely splendid concoction!
There's such a thing as taking hobby too far.
Nah, not when it comes to tea.
Nah, never!
Never when it comes to food and drink.
You lie, Phoenix.
Alright. Ego said, okay, so this next part is in 2010. Ringu and Seto are now in their junior year of high school. Ringu introduces Seto to her newest friend, Jean. Ringu is really excited for Seto to meet Jean because she doesn't really have many friends, and she's proud she made one. Seto starts getting jealous since she's always been Ringu's one and only friend, and she feels a little threatened and also is worried Jean has a crush on Ringu, because according to Seto, quote, it's common for boys to like cute short girls with dyed hair.
Hey, Seto. Have you ever heard of this magical thing called projection?
Yeah.
I mean, you're not wrong! You're not wrong, but, like... The work desk. It's quite tidy, as one might expect.
What a nice desk! Easy to use and easy on the eyes. It's polished so well I can see my own reflection.
Did I just protect some
Maybe I'll take that name plaque as a souvenir.
Don't. He'll sue you.
And win.
And win.
Yep. Ego continues. So, she then asks to hang out with Jean. She puts on her nice girl persona, and Jean is obviously put off by it, but decides if it's for Ringu, he can try to get to know Seto. Jean is playing a video game in his room and offers Seto a controller silently. They are playing and Seto is being very polite and sweet, and Jean can sense it's fake and says, and they will now send the dialogue. So
Okay.
we shall wait for that. Whoa! What a view! It must be nice to have an office on the 12th floor.
I guess you would feel important.
Incidentally, were you to jump out this window, the time until impact with the ground would be... Got it! Approximately 3.23 seconds!
That's handy to know.
Oh, and they have sent the dialogue. Yep. Okay, Jika senses it's fake and says, huh, you are nothing like she described. What? Seto's smile twitches. The way you act, nothing like Ringu told me about. What did she say? You're mean. Well, and that you pretend to be nice to get what you want. Jean pauses the game. So what do you want? He glares at her. Seto drops the nice girl act and says, okay, listen, you cheeky motherfucker, and gets all up in Jean's face and starts threatening him. Aaron walks in and sees them standing so close and goes, hey, am I interrupting something? No, Jean shouts and jumps up suddenly, which startles even Seto. He rushes to the door and starts talking with Aaron, and Seto watches and almost immediately clocks that Jean has a thing for Aaron. She chides herself for being so blind. Jean says goodbye to Aaron and turns around to continue their confrontation, and Seto walks past and says, never mind, there's no issue. What? I made an error in my assumptions. I wasn't aware of your, how you say, does the limp wrist gesture. I don't think there's a word for it. Bye. She leaves while Jean stares in shock. Nice. Very good. My! What an amazing bouquet! Just right for Mr. Edgeworth. I'm pretty sure I clicked on the samurai statue. Okay.
No kidding. Hey, there's a card on it. Is it from the bag?
Yep.
Yeah! Back from the dead. Windy.
What do you mean back from the dead? What?
I'd like to know that too,
Huh?
actually. Windy. Heard that.
And beside it, okay, cool. And they're one and the same. And behind it, a giant steel samurai. Wow, I want one.
Huh? There's something written on the bottom of it. Between a rock and a heart. Windy.
Ego said, MLM and WLW hostility. It's Seto and Jean. Oh god. Wendy? Is she Mr. Edgeworth's fiance?
I don't think so.
I would have liked it better if Phoenix just like remembers old back and just goes, ah! No!
Like, oh god, jump scare!
Yeah. Oh, fuck her! Right. God, no. This. Wow, this jacket's even lacier than his usual ones. This must be his lucky trial jacket.
Lucky jacket. Right. I've never seen him wear it.
I'm sure there's a story behind why it's in a frame. Maybe I'll be naughty and take a picture.
She's getting way inside this. And I'm sure he's fine with you taking a picture.
Yeah, that's fine.
I've been wondering, what the heck is this? Kybercore!
Yeah.
Kybercore Shield achievement! I don't fucking know.
It has a big K on it. Prosecutors.
Huh? What's that?
It's the King of Prosecutors trophy. King of Prosecutors? It's a great honor. They send the shield to the best prosecutor each year. What? So?
So that K... That's...
K stands for king? Yeah, you got a problem with that?
He's gotten so defensive!
I didn't design the thing. King of Prosecutors? Kind of like Employee of the Month, only better. King of Prosecutors trophy, given to Edgeworth, King of Prosecutors, at the PD on the day of the murder.
Give it to Edgeworth, the King of Prosecutors.
Yep. Let's give him his full title.
Getting the full
Miles Edgeworth,
title.
King of Prosecutors.
Miles Edgeworth, inheritor of the Von Karma will and King of Prosecutors.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure if we were to like fully,
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure if we fully inspect it, we can like see a plaque on it, and it just has Von Karma's name on it so many times. Let's see if we can do that.
Do you think at some point they just stopped writing the Von Karma name and they just like kept it going for years and years and years? Because they just knew that it wasn't gonna change. And then he was thrown in jail and they're like, well, shit.
Ego said, by the way, after this exchange, Seto and Jean have a weird, very funny relationship where they both kind of complain about things to each other and bicker and are pretty awful to each other, but they still hang out weirdly. It's the kind of relationship where you both accidentally came out a little bit to each other, and now it's like, well, fuck, now you're kind of a safe space for me, god damn it.
I hate you, but you're the only one who gets it.
Yeah.
But I hate you.
Ego said you can look at the bottom of the trophy. Yeah. Court record. Check. Yes!
Oh my god.
Hey, check it out! There's a metal plate here!
Oh my god! Looks like the names of all the previous recipients engraved on.
Wow, one guy's listed a bunch of times! Von Karma. I guess he must be a foreigner?
Yeah. That's probably it.
Well, wherever he's from, he must have been an amazing prosecutor. I'd like to meet this Mr. Von Karma sometime.
No, you don't.
I'm pretty sure he's still in a prison cell
No,
somewhere.
you don't. He probably is! She still shouldn't meet him.
Mm-hmm.
When she says it, his name does have kind of a ring to it. Phoenix! There's no fucking way you've forgotten this man!
No. He's saying a ring to it, not in a sense of familiarity, but in a sense of like, it does sound like a nice name.
Okay.
Yeah. I also like that you could tell that there's the same name repeated so many times, and there's finally one instance, and then it's back to him. Because how much you want to bet? That's when he took the break, and then he came back.
Yeah, that's when he took the break, and so what's-his-face got it instead.
Yeah, and then he came back, and now it's Edgeworth's.
Yeah. Oh shit, you know what? That actually makes sense lore-wise.
Yeah. I like that. That's really neat. Cool. Just a knife. This must be the victim's blood, right?
Either that, or Edgeworth cut himself peeling a bowl. What's Edgeworth doing?
I mean, he says he keeps it in his toolbox. A good utility knife is a good thing to have. Hey, maybe he spends his weekends driving it in the wild.
Edgeworth? In the wild? I think my fruit peeling theory is more likely.
Also, he was stabbed with this knife? Interesting that the tip isn't covered in blood.
You've played this one before, right?
I have, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no,
I see what you're going for.
Yeah, I know he was actually stabbed. I'm just saying, like, oh, if he was stabbed with it, why isn't the tip covered, you know? Are you kidding? I always pictured him as an outdoorsman.
No, there's a scary thought.
Cool. And then, yeah, we already checked that one out. Oh, wait, hold on.
Hey! 2638-1.
So this is what the back of the badge looks like. And that had a safety pin.
Each badge has a number carved into it. That way, you can tell which attorney it belongs to.
You mean you couldn't lend your badge to anyone?
No, I'd be found out.
Well, that's no fun. Also, yeah, why does it look like the screw pin? What are you screwing this into, Phoenix?
I don't know why it has a threaded thing.
Yeah. Oh,
it does look like a sunflower, though, huh?
Yeah.
Or a daisy.
Something like that. Present. Oh, no. Present. Oh, is it asking me to...
A name and ID.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Oh no, this is new information.
Sergeant? Your turn.
Yeah. Sergeant Bruce Goodman, ID YABADAB. Yabba-dab. See, wouldn't that be better? Oh, no, okay, we're just making up shit.
Well, it does have a certain ring to it.
Exactly my point!
It doesn't take much to amuse her.
Okay, so I guess if there's nothing to present about the evidence, it just pulls us into that. Okay.
Well, are you also pressing the right button? Because it does say...
Oh. My bad.
Say, Edgeworth, I was wondering...
Mr. Wright!
Huh? What?
Are you sure you should be showing that to Mr. Edgeworth?
Oh. He'll take it for sure.
You know what? I didn't think about that. I wish I could be on the same side as Mr. Edgeworth. But then my sister would be found guilty.
If she sighs any deeper, I'm going to start getting depressed.
Nope. Ego says, I have another thing to send about Seto and Ringu. I'll do the same thing and send a screenshot when I get to the dialogue. Alright, I'll wait for the dialogue. I'll wait for you to send the message and the dialogue then, before I start reading them. Ah. Okay, never mind then. Bye, Edgeworth.
Try the trophy.
Okay.
So, basically, this says you were the best of the best last year, huh?
You can take that foolish grin elsewhere, right? I lost a day of work to receive that travesty. Huh? Why is that? I had to go to the police department to receive that broken shield.
The police department?
Yes, right next to the police station downtown. You've been there, haven't you?
Where Detective Gumshoe works? Yeah.
I was wondering something about your shield. Why is it broken? What does it matter? I've got more important things to worry about. Oh, right.
He doesn't seem too concerned about his... Or better.
Oh, Ego said the rest of everything. Okay. My eyes want to work. Ringu says she is busy one day and can't hang out with Seto, and Seto is flabbergasted because Ringu never says that, and also Ringu is never vague about what she's doing. Ringu seems to avoid Seto and even rushes to her next class, which she never does. Seto starts obsessing over this and is suspicious that maybe Ringu is blowing her off to hang out with someone else, so she goes to see Jean and starts rambling while Jean does other things trying to ignore Seto. And then dialogue picks up. Maybe she wants to hang out with someone else, but why would she not want to hang out with me? I wonder. I sense sarcasm. Care to elaborate? I don't know. Maybe if you were nicer, she would want to hang out with you more. Seto scoffs. Ringu likes when I'm mean to her. She's weird like that. I don't fucking know then. Go ask someone else for relationship advice. Oh, that's rich coming from you, you fucking Someone walks in. Friend. Seto quickly leaves. Seto thinks it's ridiculous, but then later, when she's by herself, she actually considers it and worries that Ringu will eventually get tired of her and stop hanging out with her if she stays mean. This depresses Seto, so she tries to act nicer. In her head, well, that won't be too hard. I pretend to be nice to literally everyone. What's one more person? Yeah. It's different. Yeah, wearing a mask around somebody that you're not used to wearing the mask around. It's, yeah. Yeah. Anyways, yesterday was a very busy day for the prosecutor's office. Maybe we should ask him more about yesterday?
There we go! Could you tell me more about yesterday? The day of the murder?
The day of the moida.
What?
Yesterday was the annual cleaning. Yesterday was the annual cleaning day at the prosecutor's office. Cleaning day? Working with the police department, we sort and file all evidence for solved cases. We call it evidence transferal. Wipe your hands of old cases, in other words. Oh, and another thing. A ceremony was held at the police department. It was an annual review and awards for outstanding police officers and prosecutors.
And that's when you got the shield?
I was at the police department yesterday afternoon. I got back here at 5:12.
That's very precise.
People like myself and Mr. Edgeworth pride ourselves on our precision, Mr. Wright. No, I place little faith in my memory. The only thing I trust is solid evidence. I like that correction.
Uh-huh.
Considering
No.
considering the
Not
events
my
of last
memory.
trial. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't trust my memory worth a lick. I do trust this ticket stub.
Look, my memory tried to gaslight me into thinking I murdered my father last year, so I'm choosing to put my trust in this little dinky thing that has the time printed onto it.
Yep. Oh, Ego wished to clarify. By the way, Seto almost called Jean the gay word because of him saying relationship advice, implying her and Ryugu are a couple.
Yeah, no. 100% knew what she was originally gonna go for.
Yep. I believe I even started to say the A. Before I read the next line to see that she corrected the friend. Yeah. Oh, also, we can check this out now. Yeah.
Miles Earth, 1712. This is dated the day of the crime.
The murder took place 3 minutes after Edgeworth parked his car. If only he was held up at a couple extra red lights. He wouldn't have been caught up in this whole affair.
Perhaps.
It just goes to show you never know what'll happen when you run a yellow light. Nothing on the back. Cool. Yep.
Just void.
Yup. Yeah, not
Slightly
even.
less dark void.
Yeah,
but void.
it's like. It's not even paper at that point. What is that? Unless they just printed ink on the back side of the paper.
Which seems incredibly wasteful. But...
Entirely. Yep. This is the parking stub from the underground lot.
The murder took place around 5:15.
So the murder happened right after you got back? What's right? I'd appreciate if you direct that suspicious glare elsewhere. I have no clue.
Oh,
Is it Gumshoe?
I think I remember. No, it's the runner boy.
Oh.
I think.
Oh. I guess that's me next, isn't it? Are you gonna take them?
I was gonna take it.
Go for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Excuse me, but is Mr. Edgeworth anywhere on the premises?
Yeah, Ego said Meekins. Yeah. I'm Edgeworth. What is it?
I'm here, sir, at the request of the chief, sir. I've got your report, sir.
Report? What? Did you find new evidence in the case against Chief Prosecutor Sky?
I don't like the way this conversation is going at
Just
all.
fade into the wall. Fade into the wall. Become a fly in the room.
Unfortunately, that might be impossible for Phoenix, given
that it's Edgeworth. Yeah.
Yeah. Sky, sir? No, sir. No name of that kind, sir. Not in this report, sir.
I think I just heard Edgeworth's lid blow.
Yeah. The vein that's been pulsing on his forehead the whole day, just finally erupted. Mr. Edgeworth's lid isn't on very tight, is it? I made a clear request to the police department, did I not? I need to focus on the trial tomorrow, so don't bring me anything unrelated.
Sir! But sir! I'm just following orders, sir! They told me to bring this to you! I wasn't aware of the peculiarities of your
Give me your name.
Yes, sir! Meekins, sir! Officer Meekins!
Right. Officer Meekins, take your report and leave.
No, Edgeworth, you kind of want that report.
And good luck with that raise next month.
Edgeworth, you really want that report. But sir, I didn't know.
On the little good luck charm.
Poor Poor Meekins.
Poor guy. Looks like he was absent on the day they gave out brains.
Poor guy. Right.
Yes, sir! Ah! He caught me off guard!
As you can see, I'm busy. You may leave now.
I'm busy and you're a distraction. Get out!
Yeah. The victim was a detective from the same department as that patrolman just now. Go down to the police department. You can ask more there.
Thanks. He seems to have finally calmed down.
Yeah, he just vented at Meekins. At least a little bit.
Poor Edgeworth.
Hugo said, Phoenix not beating the bottom allegations. Not at all!
No, not at all!
Not in the slightest.
Phoenix ain't ever beating the bottom allegations.
No. Oh,
Well,
God.
I've heard things about Phoenix and Apollo Justice that might suggest he might beat that bottom allegations a little bit there. Graduate from bottom to power bottom, but I don't know.
Well, no, I've already stated, especially in the last Edgeworth trial, Phoenix is a bottom. On the good days, he's a power bottom. Like, I'm specifically thinking about the how quick he was to switch to arguing for the new case.
Yeah.
Like, he was like, "What are we gonna do? What are we gonna
fair.
do?" What do you mean? I'm putting together my trial. I'm putting together my case. What? We're doing this. I'm studying up. What do you want?
Wait! I'm actually. When he's on the phone, grab it. Wait, I'm actually onto something. I'm onto something. Hold on.
Yeah.
Wait, I was just bullshitting, but this actually makes sense.
Yeah. You guys just said Lamau. Yeah. Jinx.
February 22nd. Police entrance.
We're finally here. Why would they put the police department so far away from the prosecutor's office?
That's a great question.
Hates me. That took almost 30 minutes by taxi. Traffic wasn't even that bad.
Oh, Ego sent more dialogue. Yep. Okay. Seto walks up to Ringu after school. She taps her shoulder lightly. Hey, Ringu? Seto? What's up? Nothing. I just wanted to say hi. Suspicious. Oh, okay. They walk side by side in silence for a moment. Seto speaks first. The sky looks pretty today. Inside her head, Seto goes, "Fuck, she's blind!" I'm sorry, I didn't mean to, Ringu makes a face. I see I offended you. I'm sorry, I'll go. Seto turns to leave, and Ringu smacks her as hard as she can with her cane. Ow, you little... what are you doing, Ringu? She grits out. She smacks her again. Stop doing that, Ringu says. Doing what? I'm sorry, I don't understand. Ringu grabs her arm and pulls her down to her level and starts messing up Seto's hair. Seto pushes Ringu. Stop that, you fucking child! There you are. What are you talking about? The act. Stop doing the nice act. It's weird. I don't like it. Ringu starts mimicking Seto when she's being polite. I'm sorry I offended you, sweet blind girl. She laughs. What was that? Forget about it. Forgive me for trying to not be an asshole. Why were you doing that all of a sudden? Because, well, normal people don't like to hang out with people who are rude to them. That's the thing about me, Seto. I'm not normal. Ringu strikes a cutesy pose. Stupid! Whatever. Forget about it, please. Wait, were you worried I wouldn't want to hang out with you anymore? Seto. I wasn't worried, She stops when she sees Ringu blushing with a dumb grin on her face. Whatever, I said forget about it. Seto starts walking. Ringu grabs Seto's hand. Don't worry. Ringu smiles and says, I like you when you're a bitch. Seto flushes furiously. Shut the fuck up, she yells flustered. Oh god.
Nice!
Also, Ego said, oof, expensive. Did I miss something?
Hmm?
Ego said, oof, expensive.
Expensive what?
Is there something in game dialogue that I missed? Maybe.
I didn't think so?
Oh. I was talking about the taxi ride right
I'm
here.
blanking. I'm blanking. I'm blanking.
We jumped straight from one dialogue to another and then back again, and we were just like, what happened? Oh yeah, okay, you guys talking about the taxi ride here, in this line.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. Oh, did you read this line?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know you read it already. Okay.
The police department been ever criminal affairs.
Yeah, you guys said the taxi I meant, because 30-minute taxi ride. Yeah. God, yeah, that's like the next town over. What the fuck? Because I imagine if it's... I can't imagine it was a 30-minute ride, and they only took surface roads. You know? I don't know. We don't know what the infrastructure's like.
I could see them taking only surface roads. It depends on what the city's layout is like.
Yeah.
Like,
I feel like the longest I've
on the
driven
East Coast,
like for work.
on the East Coast.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's not that uncommon for people to take surface roads for a trip like that.
Okay.
And I've even done it on the West Coast too when I've gone and visited extended family before.
Okay.
But yeah, like out where you live, it's more common for people to take a highway or a freeway, but that's because of how it's designed.
Yeah. You're right.
It's designed specifically to accommodate that kind of travel, whereas other older places aren't. So it's actually sometimes you would just take the surface.
Yeah, okay. Fair enough. That's me just not being well-traveled to take it.
Again, it really depends on what the city's layout is, but if if it's intended to be a mock version of LA, then no, I could see it being they took the surface streets the whole time.
Yeah, okay.
Depending on where they're at.
Yeah. The only place that I've really driven a whole lot is here, so yeah. Okay.
Oh, especially if it's got LA's population, then honestly taking the surface streets might have been faster than taking the highway.
Jeez.
Hold on. What's that?
It wants to die. It's crying. Its existence is pain.
It really is. Oh, God.
God, I hate it. Disturbing! Why does it undulate like that? Because the motor's shit. Well, not the motor, probably the motor as well, but the system rigging it is shit. God.
Oh, wait. I know. This is the blue badge.
Kill me.
They're trying to make him the police mascot.
Wow, Mr. Wright, you should know a lot about the police. Still, he does seem familiar somehow.
Forget the blue badger. Who's that next to him?
Ego said, "Oh, I have one more scene I wrote notes on. I haven't completely finished this one, but I like what I got so far. I'll send a screenshot. It's shorter. Cool. Oh,
Okay,
yep, there it is.
Okay.
I shall read. Ringu bugs Seta to join her to look for new clothes at the mall. Seta reluctantly decides to join her and goes incognito, mask, hat, and ponytail. They walk through the mall, but then Ringu walks through a sign, and Seta says, "Why didn't you bring your cane?" I forgot. I was so excited that I rushed and on the car ride, I remembered I would have been late if we turned back, so I just... Seto grabs Rinku's hand and places it on her elbow. This is how you guide, right? Rinku blushes and nods. Rinku holds her elbow with 2 hands and they start walking. Seto sees a couple walking similar to them and blushes. Rinku stops by a Japanese run store and starts speaking with the owner, who she's friends with. Seto, after Rinku finishes talking, goes, I didn't know you spoke Japanese. Yeah, well, I'm half Japanese. Oh, well, I'm Chinese. Rinku is silent for a moment. I thought you were white. What? No, my last name is Seto. Oh, my last name is Seto. No, you act white. Seto looks offended. That's fucked up, you know. Yeah. I can see where they got the white energy from. Probably the whole nice persona. The fact that it's a nice persona, I should say. E. Someone appears to be dancing with a blue badger? Uh-oh, you noticed me.
Sure is running over here fast.
Hey, pal! What are you doing here?
That's my line, Detective Gumshoe. Specifically, why were you dancing?
What? Well...
At least he doesn't seem to be. Chance to get information.
I love his little eyebrow dance.
Hey, I'll have you know I'm a very busy man, pal. Give you one word of advice, pal. You better not agree to defend the suspect on the case.
Why not?
Huh? Well, it's just that the chief prosecutor's confessed to the crime. She says she summoned the detective to the prosecutor's office and she killed him.
But what if she's not telling the truth?
Yes, well, no, come on, pal. There's plenty of evidence against her.
But what if the evidence was faked?
Hey, pal, can I speak to you for a second?
Huh? Me?
Why is this little girl so peeved at me?
She's a relative. She's Lana.
Whoa! The chief prosecutor's little sister?
Just please investigate this case carefully, okay? Scientifically.
Yes, sir. Oh, by the way, you might want to keep your voices down. You don't want to be overheard using words like faked.
Huh?
It's a sensitive issue with us these days.
Yeah, I bet I can understand why.
Uh-huh. So, what are you doing here, Detective Gumshoe?
Me? Oh, well, nothing, really. They kicked me out of criminal affairs.
Detective Gumshoe! What did you do this time?
What do you mean this time?
Then what happened? I know things are busy right now. I mean, with my sister's case and all.
It's true. We never had a chief prosecutor murder anyone before. Only the highest ranked people are being let into criminal affairs now. The lowest ranking guy in there is our chief of detectives. They don't let any of us rank and file detectives in at all.
None of you?
I know this is an important crime, but isn't that a little odd?
Yeah, they basically shut down the police force. At least the detectives.
Wonder why they did that. Wonder why they did that. It's not suspicious at all.
No.
So, anyway, I thought I'd spend the day getting the badger dance down pat.
Isn't there anything else you could be doing?
The chief of police himself is directing this investigation, pal. And Officer Marshall was assigned to the underground parking lot.
Officer Marshall?
Think about know that Marshall
Ego just said lol.
A patrolman in charge of a crime scene. It's unheard of, pal.
Hey, what do you know about this?
Hey, that's it. That's the King of Prosecutors Award that Mr. Edgeworth got yesterday.
Were you at the award ceremony?
Look at this proud father.
Truly, truly.
Of course, pal. I got an award for diligence myself.
Yeah. Congratulations.
I was wondering, why is the award a shield? And why is it broken?
Oh, there's a reason. I'll tell you what it is later.
Apparently, he's forgotten.
But I was proud of Mr. Edgeworth for winning that award. Even with all the naysayers in the prosecutor's office.
Can I show you this?
Detective Gumshoe, what can you tell me about this?
Huh? Hey, pal! This is a detective's ID card! You can't just keep that, you have to turn it into the police! It's people like you that get me into so much trouble all the time.
Gumshoe must drop his card a lot.
Let's see. Bruce Goodman. Goodman. Sounds familiar. Nah, my mistake.
That look of anger.
Whoa! Now I remember! Bruce Goodman! He's the victim!
That's what I thought.
Can you tell us more, Detective Gumshoe? Cool, okay. Shot in dark worked out.
So, this ID card for the victim?
Hold up.
Oh?
My roommate just had a package arrived. I'm gonna go pick it up for him real quick.
Okay, alright. Sounds good, sounds good.
I'll be right back. You want me to mute you, or?
Nope, I'm good where I'm at.
Okay, be right back.
Okay. I've got... So. I discovered a ding in Rumpa Ayu a few days ago called the Golden Heart Ayu, and I really like it, like a lot. I don't know a whole lot about it yet, but I know some of it, but it looks like it's basically Trigger Happy Havoc, except where the victims and maybe the murderers, like when you die you get corrupted into a monster, and it's really fun what the author has done with Sayaka so far. And I'm a little sad because they probably won't be able to get around to finishing it, which is fine. Like I've been there, so you know, gotta appreciate whatever we end up getting.
And I like the fact that Sayaka so far has basically been turned into the monster from The Ring, but you know, Sayaka flavored.
Jeez.
It's awesome. And they were talking on their blog about how an AU of this AU is one in which Makoto gets corrupted into a biblically accurate angel. And I think that is so fucking funny.
Jeez. Ego says, "Oh, that sounds really cool."
I
know! Ego also said earlier, "Oh, I forgot I wrote a dramatic scene with Seto and Ringu when Seto realizes she has to say goodbye to Ringu."
Aww.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it goes all over.
Mm-hmm.
He was a good detective, like myself. Detective Bruce Goodman.
Don't you think it's strange? I mean, why would the victim's ID card be lying on the ground where we found it?
Well, Detective Goodman could have been at the police department yesterday. It was an evidence transfer for a case he handled 2 years ago.
Ego said, I can send it if you like. Yeah?
Sure,
Go for
why
it.
not?
Evidence transferal. Mr. Edgeworth mentioned that too. But Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office.
Well, that's the thing. It's hard to say this, but where's that Chief Prosecutor Sky called him out there in a parking lot?
Confessing.
Okay.
Alright, what else can we get out of him? What other pieces of evidence?
Found in Mr. Edgeworth's car, stabbed with Mr. Edgeworth's knife, huh? What would drive Chief Prosecutor Scott to do such a thing? Wait, I didn't mean... sure, of course someone else really did it. Someone who must have, someone who must have a grudge against Mr. Edgeworth.
The car and the knife do seem a little too well organized.
Poor Mr. Edgeworth. What could have happened?
Find out what's going.
Oh, yep. Edgeworth's troubles.
He's in a tough spot. Again. Well, it all started with the murder of that defense attorney, Hammond.
Ego said, Sutter realizes this year she's graduating and her parents are expecting her to be more in the public eye and to go to college while doing so. If Ringu is seen by the public while hanging out with Seto, people might dig up Ringu's past and find out she's transgender and out her, among other things. Seto wants to protect Ringu from that, but the only way to do so is to let her go.
Aww.
Yeah. Oh, and also as far as Phoenix being shocked that Edgeworth is in a rough spot again, Ego said, "What do you think, Phoenix?"
Man doesn't exactly have a lot of friends with the way he's been acting in the past couple years.
Yeah. But Mr. Edgeworth was found innocent.
Listen, pal. There have always been rumors about Mr. Edgeworth. Forging evidence, making deals with witnesses. Nothing outright, but there were always whispered rumors. Ever since he was accused of murder, no one's whispering. They're practically shouting.
But there's no evidence against him.
Well, Mr. Edgeworth has always had an unusually strong ties to the department higher-ups. It's only natural that people would be suspicious.
I had no idea he was a gun.
Anyway, this latest case has started a new rumor. People say the only reason he took this case is because he's aiming for the chief prosecutor position himself.
What?
But I know the truth, pal. Nobody wants to be the one who has to prosecute the chief prosecutor. Mr. Edgeworth is biting the bullet on this one. He's doing this for all of us.
Let's look at this fucking thing. I was wondering about that.
What? The Dancing Blue Badger? It's my masterpiece!
You made this, Detective Gumshoe?
Ego said, bet you feel bad about those jokes, huh, Phoenix? Bet you feel bad now about those jokes. Gumshoe, I love you, buddy. This ain't
Honestly?
it. It's impressive!
I think it's impressive, all things considered. Like, Gumshoe isn't exactly the most artistically inclined individual, and yet he's still, or mechanically inclined individual, and yet he still made a working animatronic of sorts.
Yeah? Yeah?
And actually, it's not half bad looking, given what I'd assume would be like the translation, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
If it wasn't for the fact it was smudged, the handprint, and then the fact that it had like the thing.
If it wasn't for the fact that it was the Blue Badger.
I don't think the blue badger is that ugly looking, okay?
that's fine. I don't think it looks that silly.
Ego said,
He's just
yeah,
a guy,
he
man.
is,
He's
he
a
is.
little guy.
I think it was fine when it was just a little plushie in the police departments or wherever it was. As a plushie, totally fine. As an animatronic, no. And Ego said the music really doesn't help with the creepiness. Not one bit.
It doesn't.
Not
It
at
doesn't.
all.
It doesn't.
I think it
Points
was...
of why Sunny would get murdered in a horror movie almost immediately. Cannot tell a creepy thing when placed in front of her.
I think I need to go back and rewatch One Shot Plays play through this chapter, or this trial. Because I think they made a drinking rule surrounding the Blue Badger.
Of course they did.
Just because they hated the thing. Back later.
I don't think he's that bad, guys! Justice for the Blue Badger!
The Blue Badger did nothing wrong.
He did it! It's not the Blue Badger's fault that everybody else keeps dragging him into murder cases!
Ego said...
It's not his fault!
Ego
Leave
said...
the Blue Badger alone!
Ego said, also I sent the scene, read at your leisure, but please do not, for the love of God, read it while this fuck-ass music plays. I will speed through this and read the scene. Oh, God.
I love him.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
The chief threw together some designs and I just did my thing, pal.
Nice work.
You know what? I want to see all of you try to make an animatronic. None of y'all are allowed to criticize until you make me a better animatronic right here, right now. Get your fucking power tools, get your paint, get your
Again,
little sketch box, and make me an animatronic, and let's see how you guys do, huh?
the animatronic aspect of it is impressive. I'm not denying that.
This is me at the characters right now, man. Like,
Fair.
come on.
Fair. Oh my God.
It's like when somebody sees a not like as great animation on YouTube,
Oh,
and it's like
yeah.
I want to turn to them and I'd be like, you know what? No, get your fucking pens and let's see you do better. You're gonna criticize this.
Yeah.
You're gonna criticize this person who not only actually animated something, but then had the courage to post it online. No, fuck you. You get on your hands and knees, bitch, and do better.
It's like,
You only have the right to criticize when you
Yes.
do something better. You got it?
you're 100% right. My criticism on the Blue Badger does not come from, like, you could have done
Oh,
better.
I
It
know.
comes from...
I know.
It comes from a place of love.
I know. I understand. Again, I'm not aiming this at you right
Yeah.
now. I'm
No,
aiming
I
this
know.
at them.
I'm just stating my case.
Emma and Phoenix.
Yeah,
no, stop. You have no right to criticize right now.
Ego said, so true, Sonny. Yeah. Oh, God. It's just, I think the thing that gets me the most about it is the eye, is the smudged eye. It's the fact that it looks like it wants to die.
It has that nice subtle tear to it.
Yeah.
It's just amazing. Oh my god.
It's battery powered, so it can go anywhere. There's no switch, so it just dances until the batteries die.
Horrifying.
Poor Blue Badger. Made it to dance until he drops. Can you imagine the music when the batteries start to die? And how much more janky it becomes. Oh, God. Oh, alright, the music stopped. Also, I see I have a message for somebody. Let me check that real quick. Cool. Okay.
I love the Blue Badger. Justice for the Blue Badger.
Alright, Ego has sent the scene. Okay, this is Seto saying goodbye to Ringu. Okay. Seto has a talk with Ringu. I can't hang out with you after we graduate. Ringu laughs. Yeah, okay, Seto. I'm not joking. Ringu fiddles with her hands. Let's talk about something else. Ringu. Ringu's voice starts sounding strained. I pet a dog today. Its fur was very soft. Ringu, are you listening to me? I think his name was Freddy. I forgot. Take this seriously, Ringu. Ringu's hands are balled into fists. Why should I? She grits out. This is stupid anyway. What? I don't belong in your life. I never did. I got so caught up in this fantasy I didn't realize the obvious truth I need to accept. I'm not a person people like. And I can't change that. The more I try, the more I live, the more I suffer. Ringu's eyes are filled with tears as she smiles sadly. Everyone loves you, and I can't tarnish that. I don't wish my fate on you. No! Seto's voice starts cracking. You're wrong. No one in my entire stupid fucking life even knows who I am, Ringu. Knows who I am. Ringu, you dumbass, we're the same. We're the same and I hate it. Every part of myself that is lovable is something I manually carved in. Every part that everyone would hate is locked away and buried. That's why when I look at you, I'm infuriated. You're everything everyone seems to hate, everything I hate and hidden about myself, and yet I can't help but like you. Like that. Then why are you leaving me? Because you don't deserve what will happen if I don't. I don't care what shut up! You have no fucking idea what you are signing up for. You have no fucking idea. Seto was fully crying. There's a beat of silence, only broken by sniffling. But I'll miss you. Seto chuckles mirthlessly. There's plenty of mean girls in the world to take my place. You'll be fine. Ringu pulls Seto into a hug. It lasts a long time. Both of them just hold each other as Ringu commits every sense she has to memory.
Sad. Tear. Poor Bean.
Yeah. Oh, God. Yeah. Blue Badger panel. Quote-unquote work of art. Designed by the Chief of Detectives and created by Detective Gumshoe. Oh, that's weird.
The music just started up excited.
Starts up and then cuts right back out. Yeah.
That's all I know about that. I'm not officially on the case, you know.
Thank you.
Why aren't you handling the case, Gumshoe? Phoenix, he's not the only detective in the damn apartment. Not every single case you're on is going to be handled by Gumshoe.
Yeah. In fact, the fact that we meet Gumshoe so often is actually kind of crazy. And then Ego also agreed with you saying poor Beans about her own story. Their story. God, I talking about Ringu and Seto so often, I keep and to you, Sunny, I keep thinking female pronouns, and I'm like, Ego, oh right. the only other non-female here.
Get tricked. Get tricked.
Yeah. I'm bouncing between
pronoun swap
everywhere. I've always also just been awful with pronouns. Ugh.
We met the guy who was... What was his name? The guy in the parking lot.
That'd be Officer Marshall.
Oh, Ego said, but don't worry, y'all, Seto and Ringu will meet again, Electric Boogaloo. Yeah. They're also laughing at me for the pronoun swapping. Yeah.
He was appointed directly by the Chief of Police.
Sir Marshall. Is he some kind of Wild West sheriff or something?
No, Jake Marshall's just a regular officer. From West LA.
I'm up there? I wasn't sure.
Look, pal, let me try to make things a little easier for you. Show them this and they'll let you examine the crime scene. Maybe.
Detective Gumshoe's letter of introduction added to the court record. Received from Detective Gumshoe. Allows Mary to investigate the crime scene.
But...
Don't worry about it.
it's
It's fine.
Can we examine it and read what the letter says?
Yeah, we can, I think. Maybe not the letter, but we can check out that scribble.
Something for $20?
Hey, look here! It looks like something's been crossed out.
Maybe it was a letter or something.
Let's see. Annual bonus $20. I think a couple of zeros are missing.
No, that sounds about right. That case.
Oof. Maybe I should rethink my career as an investigator. Hey, just get along with prosecutors and you'll be fine, because apparently prosecutors determine the detective's salary.
For some fucking reason. Check the letter, check the letter. I want to see if you can read the letter.
Can't check the letter.
Damn!
No, nothing, no highlight.
Cheated!
Just, the whole bit there is just to make a joke about Gumshoe's salary.
Poor Gumshoe, man!
Even the devs are taking jabs at him.
Maybe you should stop talking his pay, yeah?
For real, yeah.
Maybe even go in the opposite direction, give him some raises.
Yeah, if you only punish without rewarding, that's not a good system you got. You gotta reinforce the good behaviors if you're gonna punish the bad ones. Oh god.
Anyways, read that one.
Just act like you're supposed to be there, and nobody will look at you twice, pal.
Okay.
Map patrolman, including the other guy. He must be a detective. And I said, hey. Oh.
And
then I said, hey.
No. Go ahead.
Okay.
And then I said, hey, you do that, your soup will get cold, buddy.
That's hilarious, sir! I laughed so hard I cried!
I guess he wasn't saluting, he was wiping tears from his eyes.
They make a good pair.
Ego said, I've been writing Jean and Aaron's story in this universe. It's more wholesome, but just as chaotic and silly as Seto and Ringu's story, but I'll save that for another time. Yee! Is this perfect? Just about. It's really close.
Almost, not quite.
It's like a few pixels off. Yeah, it's just it's just a couple of pixels. But the sensitivity is too much. Yep, there it goes. Okay. Uh-huh. Yep.
The detectives look pretty busy.
Just imagine, right now, behind those doors, a police drama in action.
Somehow,
I always get excited when I come to a police station.
Why is that?
It just feels like I've jumped into a movie.
Huh?
You know, with all the police and criminals?
well, I don't know if this is all that exciting.
Sure it is. Look at those two officers over there. They're probably talking about the latest bust. We know they're not.
Funny. I thought they were talking about the weather.
Nope, one's telling jokes about their day, and the other one is way overreacting laughing to make the detective feel better. Move. Okay, parking lot.
February 2nd. Prosecutor's office. Underground. Looks like the investigation is still going.
Is this?
I have no clue.
Okay, I'll just read it out loud then.
Yeah.
So, mystery person. I have to be getting back to the shop.
Oh, that's Marshall.
Okay, that's...
Yeah. No one else talks like that. But Ego said, G and Aaron's story is more about two very close guy friends who think they are straight, realize they might not be, and then going through the process of trying to figure out a gay relationship without the help of the internet. Yeah.
Shit.
Lots of trial and error there, I'm sure.
Have fun with that.
Sorry, looks like I'll be stuck in this pit till the sun sleeps. I'll see you in my dreams tonight then, baby.
Ow! Still here?
God, I forgot. Hello?
Why the surprise looks? Didn't I mention? I've got a boyfriend in criminal affairs, too! What happened to the security guard?
Hey, what's wrong, Bambina? You're looking like a doggy that's lost its herd.
Jake? Strange guy to put in charge of the crime scene.
Present. Okay, can't check out the blue badger. I love that. Nothing to do with the crime scene or anything like that. We just put it into evidence locker anyway. Just because.
We made a note of it. It just made that much of an impression.
I feel like this is the first thing that, like, just haphazardly wound up in the evidence. I feel like every other thing we picked up had, like, somewhat of an inkling of an attachment to the case. You know, there was just, like, a message that we had to deliver for a brief moment.
Would you mind reading this for me?
What's this? I warn you, fan letters to me go right into the spittoon.
It's a letter of introduction from... May we investigate?
Gumshoe. Ah, that old cow dog. You want a birthday party or something?
Huh?
Look, I should say letter of introduction. It says invitation.
Wait, why am I getting all defensive here?
No worries. This proves it's from Detective Gumshoe better than a blood test.
Literally.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you know what? This is the kind of stupid mistake you would make. I know it's from him.
Yep. Just doesn't even need to read the rest of it. Just said letter of invitation. Yep, that's clear.
Letter of invitation, and the outside of this envelope says annual salary bonus $20.
Yeah. Smells like gumshoe. Must be gumshoe.
Yeah, I don't need to read any further.
Yep.
Guess I better let you in then.
Thank you, Officer Marshall.
Oh, that's right. He's a patrolman. Which reminds...
Hey, wait a sec. Isn't a crime scene supposed to be handled by a detective for hire?
Well, folks, the clues are calling. Welcome to our gold strike. Be like a settler, strike out for the lands unknown. Manifest destiny. Let's have a hootenanny.
Note to self. Police investigations are like settling land. Well, Mr. Wright, what do you say?
I have so many issues with the past, like, 10 things that were just said, but okay! Sure!
What?
Sure!
What's wrong with what
I
he said?
completely forgot about all this! Manifest destiny is a white man's myth! That's all I'll say about that!
Alright, yeah, you know what? You're right. We probably shouldn't get too into that. Oh, God.
I say I won't be needing this anymore.
Crumpled and discarded. Detective Gumshoe's letter of introduction, crumpled and discarded. Oh,
Didn't even
God.
give it the honor of shredding it, huh?
Or getting filed away somewhere. Nope, just into the bin.
Officer Marshall, could you tell us more about the victim?
Good men always die young. Remember that, partner.
Yeah, a little more specific.
Bruce Goodman. He was a detective, right?
Well, well, aren't you a feisty doggy there now? Dr. Goodman was stabbed here at 5:15. The smiling Madonna told me the tale.
I think he's the witness. Stop.
One stab to the chest. A fine piece of work. This here's the autopsy report.
Death due to loss of blood, 1 knife wound, died within an hour and a half of 4 p.m. What?
That is such a wide fucking range.
That's
Because
3
that
hours.
means that he either died, he either died at 2:30 or 5:30.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
like that is a 3-hour range.
Yeah,
Right
yeah.
there.
That's insane work. Do we meet the crazy doctor this chapter, or is that not till the second game? That's probably not till the second game.
The what?
The crazy doctor?
Crazy dog. That is next game. That's
Yeah.
next game.
Okay. 'Cause I know you get to meet a few characters in this trial,
Mhm.
but yeah, I don't think I need
Yeah,
to make
no,
a
the
reappearance.
doctor is next game.
Yeah. Okay. Goodman's autopsy report added to the courtroom. Was my sister involved with the victim in any way?
Funny you should mention that, Bambino. Chief Prospector Sky and Detective Goodman had nothing in common at all.
Nothing in common?
They apparently worked together on a case a few years back.
So there's no motive.
Goodman wasn't a particularly gifted detective. That's one reason why I didn't do much work with the Chief Prospector.
But my sister called the victim here on the day of the murder, right? Here, through this parking lot.
So it seems like calling an unarmed man to a shootout at high noon.
I don't any offense, but Officer Marshall, you're a patrolman, right? Not a detective?
It's bold accusation of somebody in stabbing distance, Mr. Wright.
Who's actively showing you, flashing you down.
How sharp it is. This man is dry shaving with it.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
You call me out, they shoot you for that in Texas.
Huh?
I was one of them fancy shoe detectives still 2 years ago, tell you the truth.
You said, but there's one part of the story I can't resist telling you about because it made me laugh thinking about it. Jean's dad in this universe is interesting. You'll see in a moment. So Jean and Aaron are trying to get information with the help of a special VHS tape. Like idiots, they are watching in the living room. When Jean's dad comes home, partly drunk midday, Jean immediately ejects the tape and hides it behind his back, but his dad sees and is like, "Hey, what you got there?"
Uh-oh.
Oh, God.
Oh, really? Now he tells me.
But you're a patrolman now, so how can you be in charge of a crime scene?
Nothing gets by you, does it, Bambino?
So, why are you in charge?
No reason. We're just showing hands right now. I'm keeping an eye out in the meantime.
That's odd, though. Detective Gumshoe was saying he had nothing to do. Nothing important, at least.
He's but a sad old cowdog. I can't find his tail. Maybe it's because he runs with that Edgeworth, eh?
Sure.
That cowdog's been kicked out of the cow run by order of the chief of police. Just he don't realize it yet.
Detective Gumshoe kicked out
Yup.
Do we have the right evidence to talk to him yet, or?
I was just gonna show him everything. I think.
Alright.
Maybe not this. We'll find out if I'm allowed to or not, though. Nope, nope. What's that? Some sort of police passport?
This is Detective Goodman's ID. Strangely enough, we found it a good distance away.
Good distance. In this rat hole, if you want distance, get yourself to Texas. Texas? This is a tiny little crime scene in a tiny little town with tiny little evidence. What difference does a few yards make, compadre? Note to self, if you encounter suspicious evidence, think of Texas. There's no better way to study than to hang out with the pros. Okay. Alright, compadre, count to 3.
Uh-oh. Huh?
You gotta do that if you're gonna draw evidence on someone. That's what we do in Texas.
I mean, never to Texas.
Okay, so nothing to say. Ah, a toy shield. Suits the boy well. What exactly could you shoot with that? A toy knight, maybe? Officer Marshall, don't you have anything good to say about Mr. Edgeworth?
You don't like him, right? Get the point.
You know, when I was a detective, I got one of these. Let me guess. Do you have a K for King of Detectives on it?
Hey, they could use the same shield over and over.
Note to self, the prosecutor's office in criminal affairs are surprisingly cheap. You know it!
Surprisingly?
I also love how it's like, hey, knock that off. It's like, ah, nope, you right. You know it. They've gone cheaper with every passing year, I tell you. 5:12 p.m. The prospector's bright red steed came in at a trot, real slow like. Trot? My bandana tells me the crime scene occurred 3 minutes later. Oh, more stuff from Ego Story. So they're watching a special VHS tape. Dad walks in partly drunk, sees them hide it. Hey, what you got there? He grabs the tape and realizes what they are watching. He is quiet for a moment, and Aaron starts rambling. We weren't doing anything, we just don't know how to... Gene cuts him off with a, shut the fuck up, Aaron! His dad nods in understanding and is like, ah, I see. I'm taught you about the birds and the bees, but this is different, I bet. But hold on, I gotcha, I'll make a few calls. Gene's like, please don't. And his dad is like, nah, I know people, hold on, I gotcha.
Uh-oh.
Oh no!
Oh no!
I really hope that this turns out well. But I would also not be surprised. Yeah. Like, this could go one of 2 ways. One, very heartwarming and very nice. Other way, not good. Oh god. Yeah, right that way. So it seems the chief prospector was lying in wait. Maybe waiting for a prince to ride in on his bright red horse.
So what you mean is... the killer intended to use Edgeworth's car all along.
Hey, what do you think about Blue Badger? Oh, nope, okay. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Cool, okay. Time to look around then. Slide to the right.
Slide to the right!
Let's save that for last.
B block is through there. That's where visitors are.
I can see the Lunchland car over there, far in the distance.
Hey, you're right. I like the cute design of the door. I can see a cartoon cow
down a juicy-looking steak.
Does that strike you as a little creepy?
Just don't think too deeply about it, and you'll be fine. And this appears to be the car where the body was found. It looks like the lock on the trunk is busted. The crime took place in the underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. The body was found in the trunk of my subordinate's car.
Quite a luxury car. It just screams, I have money to burn.
Yeah. Prosecutors get the big bucks.
I also like the chalk outline hanging freely from the trunk, but also maintaining shape.
Yep. Looks like one of those paintings with the melting clocks, but like a melting person.
You know what I thought of first? I thought of the, you know the like silly bands? Is that what they were called?
Yeah, the ones that are like rubber bands with shapes into various things. Yeah. I remember those.
Yeah. This rope, is it?
They laid it in the outline of the victim's body.
So, wait, the victim must have died when the killer closed the trunk on him.
I've got to be the only person I know who would come to that conclusion. And this looks like a cell phone.
Scientific analysis would suggest this belonged to the victim. I can't think of anyone else it could belong to.
What's so scientific about that? Should we check it out?
Hold on.
Yeah!
Ego sent the next part of the story, and I just read the last line, and it made me chuckle. So, his dad is on the phone with someone while Aaron and Jean watch it horror. Hey, Phil! Yeah, it's me! Do you have the number for Barry? Yeah, the gay guy. I need to talk to him. No, I'm not having a crisis. I need help out with a friend. He then calls another number and says, Hey, Barry, nice to see you. A friend of mine has... I'm going straight into Western because I've been doing the sheriff. It's very easy actually to slip into. Hey, Barry, nice to see you. A friend of mine needs some advice for a sensitive nature, you know? Also, I just pressed A as if to advance the dialogue in Ego's story.
The autopilot is strong in this one.
It really is. Oh, God. But yeah, it seems like the dad's actually trying to be like, you know... Seems like the dad's chill. Yeah.
Right, let's check it out.
Oh, not me, not me. I don't like it when games do that. Oh, Ego said he is partly southern, so it works, lol. Man, what a boring strap.
What's wrong? Everyone has different tastes, you know.
Here, check mine out. It's a pink princess strap. These are hard to come by, you know.
See the series. Popular as ever.
Alright. Open sesame. Ah. There we go.
Why not just have that on the lid? Why do you have to go over to the little blue button? Why not just have it on the lid? It's intuitive to flick the phone open by clicking the lid.
Oh god, it's also intuitive to just flick the phone open. Why have a lock on it?
Yeah, but that's why I'm saying just like click the lid to flick it open because you're interacting with the lid, you're not interacting with the fucking power button.
I gotcha. Yeah. This phone's still on the redial screen.
Redial?
Mr. Wright? Most phones keep a record of all the calls you made and received. You just press the blue button to display the last number you called. Convenient, isn't it? I'm surprised you didn't know about it.
Sorry to disappoint you, but even I know about things redial.
Huh? Oh, I'm sorry. It's just, you never know with people from your generation.
Aren't you guys like only 9 years apart?
Something like that. I can check after this dialogue.
Well, yeah, because I think she's 16 and he's like 25, right?
I think so. Yeah. Oh god.
So rude.
Redial?
See who the owner this phone called asked.
Note to self, a defense attorney doesn't think first, he just pushes the button.
Hey, that's a song. I know that.
Hey, what's going on over there?
Oh, sorry.
I see you, partner. You pressed redial on that there phone, didn't you?
Well, yeah.
Whose phone is this anyway? It was on the ground over there.
Whose is it? That belongs to Chief Prospector Sky.
What? It's my sister's?
She apparently dropped it when she was taken into custody, right after the crime. Look, the last call was made right when the murder occurred. Looks like she was fixing to call someone. Except she only spoke for a few seconds, according to this.
Who did she call?
No idea. Sorry, partner. Now, I got a question for you, partner. I heard a phone ring just now. One of those newfangled ringtones.
Oh, that? Oh. I'm sorry, that was my phone.
What? Your phone?
Yeah, it's kind of strange, but someone called me right as we picked up the other phone. A wrong number. Phoenix.
I hope you're not lying. They shoot you for that in Texas, partner.
I've incited the wrath of the Lone Star Patrolman.
Cell phone out of the court record. Property of Lena Sky. Last call made at 5:18 on the day of the murder.
Okay, hold on, wait. First of all, that means that Phoenix's ringtone is the Steel Samurai ringtone.
Yes.
Just pointing that out. Secondly,
or he could just be
trying to
bluffing.
call Mia. He was just calling Mia, huh?
What?
I wonder if she was trying to call Mia.
Oh no, I think she was calling her sister.
Huh.
That's Phoenix was bluffing that it was his phone.
Oh.
Hence the whole
It
bit.
didn't have a strap though. Emma said that hers has like the little pink princess strap.
That's not her sister's phone on the ground. That's Lena Sky's phone. She was calling her younger sister's phone.
Yes.
Who has a Steel Samurai band and probably has a Steel Samurai ringtone.
Except it didn't have a band.
Where you bring the
blue
band
cell
in
phone.
from? No. Okay, I see what you mean. I think Phoenix was bluffing and just saying like, "Oh yeah, that was my phone."
Yeah, instead of Emma's phone. I
Yes.
understand that that's what he was trying to do, but my
Yes.
point is that the image that was presented must have been more Phoenix's phone as opposed to Emma's phone on the
Yes.
basis that Emma has just stated that her phone has a strap.
Yes.
A pink princess strap. That phone did not have a pink princess strap, the blue one.
I know.
The blue one
Okay.
was strapless.
I think we're getting we're getting confused somewhere. I think we're both saying the same thing, but I can't tell what. I don't know what we're arguing about. What I think happened was they picked up the phone, hit redial, and Emma's phone started to ring. The detective just heard a phone ring, came over.
Oh,
Phoenix picked up that it was
Phoenix
Emma's
presented
phone,
his
and Phoenix was
phone.
like, "Oh yeah, that was my phone. It was just a wrong number. Wacky."
Okay.
And presented his phone.
Okay.
That's what I'm thinking happened. Because it would make more sense for her to call Emma, which I think does happen and gets revealed later.
Okay.
In fact, I'm pretty sure if we leave, and go here, no. No. Okay, never mind then. I thought we were talking about that. I guess not.
We might just don't have the dialogue for it yet.
Maybe not. Yeah. Alright, back to the underground parking lot.
You could try presenting it to Marshall, see if he does anything with it.
Yeah. Oh, no, we can examine the trunk of the car. There we go.
What's this? It's like a note sort?
Ego says, oh, Ego has continued the story. The dad says, so how do you do it? The dad then nods while someone on the other end talks. He covers the receiver for the moment and then turns to Jean and Aaron and says, which one of you is the bottom? He says, making quotation marks with his hands. Jean yells, Dad! Embarrassed, and his dad then says, oh, sorry, I mean, which one of you is, quote, the girl? That's worse. Okay. You were right with bottom. You were more correct.
I like to imagine Barry's hearing it through the phone, by the way, like he's
and just
hearing it
facepalm,
through
just,
his
oh, you
receiver.
dumbass.
Put me on speaker. No, put me on speaker.
Let me talk to the kids. Jean says, I'm not talking about this with you. His father then says, I get it. You don't want to talk about it with the old man, huh? Fine, I'm going upstairs. He gives them his phone and then leaves. Okay, cool. Here, you don't want to talk about it with me? Fine, talk about it with my friend's acquaintance.
Oh my god.
Talk to this other random gay guy I know. That's awesome.
Love that.
Oh god.
Comedy.
The dad's trying his best. As much as he can in his drunken state. Oh god. Look! Something's written on it!
Right. Let's see. 6, 7S, 12.
Who in the fuck-ass handwriting?
Yeah, because honestly that looks like a 5 to me, not an S.
And who? Well, and like I know a thing with this one as well. I remember this. I'm starting to remember more and more of this case. There's a name printed on the paper above that. Goodman.
Maybe it fell out of his pocket.
Well, so what does it mean, Mr. Wright?
How am I supposed to know?
Note to self: for deductive reasoning, go to Edgeworth, not Wright.
That... I'm sure Edgeworth would know what that...
Comes not out of the court record. Ah. This won't get revealed until later. It's not letting me spin it. It's upside down.
Oh!
It's February 21st, SL9.
Yeah, okay.
That's why I went like, who in the fuck-ass handwriting draws an L like that?
Yeah. You know, at least the slant is consistent.
Yeah. It's just like, Jesus Christ, that's a bad L. Because it's a case file, SL9, like how it was with DL6.
Yeah. No, I know that part.
Yeah. Alright, I think we're good then. Do I talk to you about these as well? My sister's cell phone. Last time it was used was 5/18, right after Goodman was killed. Maybe she was canceling her date for the night.
I didn't want to call.
Okay, maybe we bring it up with Lena. Okay. Or Lana. Alright. Shut up with your showdown. Nope, not here. Okay, never mind. I lied. Hey guy, how you holding up?
Guard monitors the visitor. He's frozen in fear for James Law. I'm chilling myself.
Cool. I think there's one more thing we should probably check in the underground parking lot. Properly now. No? Okay, never mind, I lied. Ah! A block? This area is reserved for prosecutors.
Defense attorneys are regulated.
I assume of the day when I'll be able to park my car here. I'll go over to B block to buy my hamburgers from you, Mr. Wright.
I'm not planning on giving up my job that soon. just saying.
Yeah.
Saying.
Ego continued, saying, Gene then holds the phone like he's holding a bomb, and he hears a voice from the other side. Gene says, hello, sir? And Aaron and Gene look at each other nervously, wordlessly, being like, well, do we ask? and then Ego said, haven't wrote what happens next yet, but this scene was fun to write. I bet it was.
I bet. This is really cute.
Just the dad walking in a little drunk, just like, oh, hold on, I know a guy. He can help you out.
I know knows a guy.
Yes, yeah. Oh god, that's really funny. Is there still more to check out? Oh, the wall. Okay. This wall is in our way. It's got a faucet for. Oh, it's you.
It's got a faucet for water.
Wait, I know! This wall is merely a facade, hiding the truth. This isn't a wall, but a water tank.
I failed to see.
Emma, sweetie, do you know how pipes work?
Yeah, like,
It's important to me that you understand this.
It can be both, I
Yeah,
guess.
yeah.
It could have a wall.
I guess. Yeah. Okay. So nothing else to check. Interesting. Right, over here. Okay.
There's no need.
What's wrong? You look like I do during finals.
Never mind. It's
Okay, maybe... do it here. Court record. We're just gonna say it again. Oh, looks like she's gonna say it again. Yeah, okay. Because I feel like that's an important part of this. No, because you don't say anything either. No, not examine.
And Marshall didn't have any more talking points because he only had the 2 and they usually go up to 4.
Oh, you're right. I'm big dumb. Oh, Ego said, Gene's dad used to be just a normal dad. Just a normal nice dad who's kind of timid, but I got the idea of his new character based on a Reddit story I saw. Nice. Also, Ego said to present Edgeworth with the trophy. I think we already did that. I'll double check though.
Yeah. No, we already did that.
Okay. So there's no connection between Detective Goodman and my sister? Also, and then Ego said, oh wait, we are way past that. Yeah, yep. That's correct, but there's a goldmine of evidence against her. And the prospect of tomorrow is none other than Edgeworth himself. I'm afraid your sister's fate is decided, Bambina. Many condolences. Officer Marshall! Yeah, Bambina? How can you say that? You and my sister, you were...
Is there something between this cop or sister that I...
I apologize, Bambina. Some must have gotten to me. I got a bat!
Smack him!
Where's the tab? Where's my tab? So many tabs. Get out of here. Man, one bad misclick and I would have banned Ego. That was a little too close for comfort. That was a little too close for comfort. I can unban them, so it's not too big of a deal. Just would have been more work on my end. I also don't know if I can ban them because they're a moderator. I'm sure no, I think I can. You said
if
snipe
you have
them.
administrative powers, then yeah.
Yeah, if I have complete power, yeah. You just said no. I cry. I would never do it intentionally, Ego. I would never do that.
Intentional.
Betrayal.
On the house on the hill?
Good game. Good game. Maybe it's that dry wind that's blowing through the prospector's office.
Dry wind or ill will. Someone's up here.
Suspicions about Mr. Edgeworth have been flying around for nearly 2 years now.
Forged evidence and arranging testimonies, you mean?
He was unbeatable because he did whatever it took to win. Unbeatable, that is. Until he met you. But rumors are just rumors, aren't they? These are prosecutors we're talking about. Evidence is everything to them. If you follow the rumors about Edgeworth to their source, you find one person. But they're off limits. Untouchable, you might say.
One person? Who?
Hate to say this, but it's your sister, Bambina. Chief Prospector Lena Sky. What? My sister? Edgeworth couldn't rustle all those cattle by himself. Some people load their guns with bullets, some people load them with deals.
What? You're saying Edgeworth was making deals to win trials?
Where there's gunshots, there's bound to be bullets. That's what the old timers say. There's a big old secret hidden around here somewhere. Everyone knows it.
Is that why Detective Gumshoe was taken off this case? They target him because he was closest to Edgeworth?
Mm-hmm. So, well, how are we doing, Mr. Wright?
I guess we've got some clues. We have an autopsy report, a note from the victim, a self...
So, do you think we'll be okay?
Well, the only thing still bothering me is that Lana is confessing to the crime. She says she did it.
No problem! I can guarantee that she's not the criminal.
Oh, by the way, Emma?
Yes?
I know
Yeah,
that
okay,
song
here it is.
your phone plays when it rings.
What?
It's the Steel Samurai theme song, isn't it? That popular TV show for kids. Phone that rang earlier wasn't.
Yo, Marshall's right there!
Yeah, no shit! It was yours. At 5:18, just after the murder took place, your sister called you, didn't she?
I'm sorry?
Can you tell me what you talked about?
She hung up right away.
I see.
So an update in the court record. Cool.
Detective is murdered. Suspect. Top prostitutes. I've got a bad feeling about. Maybe I still don't know everything.
We barely know a damn thing that went on.
Mm-hmm.
We know a murder happened in Edgeworth's car, supposedly.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. That's all we know.
Evidence points to yes.
Yeah. Hit. This one. Yes. Cool. And we're gonna go ahead and call it there. A little bit past time, but still good. Alright. Okay. Thank you everybody for watching. Hope you enjoyed. And we'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Ego said perfect timing. Yeah. Good night. Bye.